In this lesson, we're going to talk about intervals. Intervals is simply the distance between two notes. So if I start on C and I play another note higher or lower, that distance we call an interval. And we're going to talk about more specifically what those intervals are called. If I start on G and play the note E afterwards, that distance, that relationship is called an interval. So we've already discussed two intervals, the whole step and the half step. So if we're talking about whole steps and half steps, C to C sharp, or the black key above it, that distance is a half step. It can also be called a minor second. Those are all minor seconds. Two half steps, which is also called a whole step, that interval is also called a major second. So there's some major seconds. Remember, major second is just two whole steps. Now, the next one going chronologically would be a third. So we'll start with the first and the third note of the C major scale. And that is called a major third. And if you look at it, we're just going C to E, but how many half steps is that? So that's one half step, two half step, three half step, four half steps. So that's four half steps. So one note, starting on one note C and going four half steps above to the note E, that makes a major third. Okay, if we only go three half steps, that would lower the top note down a half step, then three half steps equals a minor third. So we got one half step, two half steps, three half steps. So you can hear the difference in how they sound. The major third sounds, happy, and the minor third sounds more sad. Okay, let's pick a different note. Start on F. Four half steps above F is A, so it would be a major third. And three half steps above A would be the middle black key. Call it A flat. That's your minor third. Okay. Next is, if we think in the scale C to F, this is a fourth. And fourth is known as perfect. So it's not major or minor, it's perfect. So if C to E was four half steps, we just add another half step, and that gives us a perfect fourth. So five half steps above any note, start on G and go five half steps above G. It gives us C, that's a perfect fourth. And start on this black key. Call it F sharp, half steps above that. And you can hear this in your ear because it typically, there's a couple tunes you can remember, but one is the most famous is Here Comes the Bride. Some different keys starting on different notes. So it kind of has that, that's an easy way to remember it. All right, if we add two more half steps, so we're going C and then the fifth note of the scale to G. So how many half steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 half steps. 7 half steps is a perfect fifth. So let's start on F. 7 half steps above F is C. Now if you know the theme from Star Wars, first two notes on that main title theme are a perfect fifth. Okay? After the fifth is a sixth. Okay, so that's a major sixth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 half steps is a major sixth. And then 8 half steps would be a minor sixth. Okay, and then the last one would be a seventh. So if we think seventh note of the C scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, C to B, That's a major 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 half steps. Remember, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 notes before they repeat. But 11 half steps takes us to a major 7th, and then 10 half steps takes us to a minor 7th. We start on F. And I always think of the major half step as easy because if you're just going an octave, it's always the note right below. So thinking F to F, that's your major 7th, and another half step down would be your minor 7th. So that's our minor 2nd, major 2nds, minor 3rds, major 3rds, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, minor 6th, major 6th, minor 7th, and major 7th. Those are all the different types of intervals that we use in music.